What's up, guys? It's Ask Bobby Chow. Bobby Chow here. I'm up here in my dream home, custom built and architect. And do you know what I like better than my dream home? Is learning. There is so much to learn in life that oftentimes there are three large life regrets. Three large life regrets. And I'm going to cover that off here. And it's all about learning. So number one is education. Most people regret the education that they received, or at least becomes regretful once they start to understand how the world works. A lot of things that we learn in school growing up is not part of items that we decide that we want to learn. For example, we didn't opt in to say, I want to learn physics. I didn't opt in to say, hey, I want to learn this or that. Don't get me wrong, there are certain subjects that are important, for example, like English and language arts, some history, although it's not too valuable in terms of your daily use, but understanding of life, yes. Things like linear algebra, probably not. The other regret, number two, is your career, the career direction that you select. Now, oftentimes people would stumble upon their first career thinking they might enjoy it, ending up not, or I'm not sure if that's you or not. You would know. And once you start developing that skill set, guess what? If I'm hiring somebody who is, let's say, secretary, and I'm looking for a secretary, and let's say you have 10 years of experience being a secretary, but you no longer want to be a secretary. I look at your resume, and all I see is secretary, and I'm hiring a secretary, and I come and interview you. And let's say you applied for something else, or let's say you did apply for secretary, but you're looking to move somewhere else in terms of career in my company. And so I interview you, and chances are I will unfortunately pigeonhole you in the secretary position if I'm a traditional, typical employer, because you have that experience, and that I wouldn't hire you for being a marketing person or a salesperson, right? Or my accountant. It's because you don't have that skill set, right? So where you select and where you direct your life is really dependent on yourself, right? You'll have to decide that, and you'll have to put effort in modifying the direction of your career if that's what you want. Third regret, top regret in life, right? So there's education is number one. These aren't in particular order, it's just the top three. Next one is the career that you select. And then third one, when I talk about education, career, and again, I'm doing these videos live. I'm not looking at any notes. That also helps to challenge me to continually build my strong skill set as a speaker. And I've done a lot of speaking engagements already, but usually I have some sort of a deck, but I like putting a risk on myself in terms of on-the-fly learning, right? And that's really important in general in life, right? So we have education, we have work, what else do we have here? Top three regrets. The other one is also your health, right? Most people regret what they eat, and they're very regretful with what they put in their mouth, but yet they don't know how to stop that or how to prevent that from happening, how to prevent their symptoms, which they get prescriptions, but there's no understanding as to how do I remove that long term, and do they even have the vision of curing their permanent ailments versus, hey, let's just get rid of the symptoms, let's just take prescription pills, even if that requires me to take that indefinitely. So top 3 regrets in life, right? Education, you can always change that on your own. You can start learning what you want to learn. Let's say you completed high school, or you decided to have a college education. You can decide what kind of education you want. After that, even though usually after college you get burnt out and you don't want to lift the book for the next 3 years. But then you can start beginning after that again. The other one is your career. You can select that, right? If you don't have the previous experience, go get some. If you don't have the previous education for that career, go get some. Health, right? Watch more videos, like my videos. I cover off lots of health tips that they don't cover anywhere else, right? And these are valuable tips that you might get from a naturopath, a holistic doctor, acupuncturist, herbalist, right? I have the compilation of all that knowledge in here. It's because I needed to. It's because my health sucked. And I spent over 15 years learning all about health on a daily basis. And that accumulated knowledge has brought me to huge successes in my health. And I don't have any chronic ailments. And I don't have any symptoms to deal with. Although I had 30 symptoms I had to deal with, 30 plus symptoms. I had tons of different chronic illnesses, and I've healed, reversed all of those, which in traditional medicine is seen as impossible. So health, learning about your health. So those are the 3, right? And it's up to you to learn as much as you can about health by watching videos like mine, subscribe, Ask Bobby Chow, and also others that you trust. Okay, so the video here is 7 minutes. I'm going to check out here. Until next time.